right, sports fans, welcome once again to Sports Night with Jorge. It's been a while, guys, since I've been on YouTube. Uh, been working a lot, guys. Tough schedule this week for me, but it's over with. Thank God we had inventory at work. Everything went well. Thank God to that too. As you see, I am sending my shorts out there so you guys could enjoy. And yes, I'm wearing my Tua shirt, man. Gotta give the guys support, man. Listen, I know we've been criticizing, we've been talking about the Miami Dolphins, a lot of stuff going around this team right now. With the Ramsey trade, now we have Keenan Allen, rumors out there, possible ESPN going to Miami. Uh, Listen, I'm not worried about rumors. I'm worried about this team in 2025. Uh, Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did my research. I was, even though I was working, I was listening to a lot of podcasters, especially Curtis. Man, I'll give a heads up to him to his program, YouTube guys. Give him love and support. The guy's amazing. Also Douglas Do Wrong and Fins Insiders. I mean, I listen to everybody, guys. I really do, man. I subscribe to their channels. They're very knowledgeable and very understanding when it comes to the Miami Dolphins. But one thing I'm gonna say, guys, is that listen, regardless of how this team is going through 2020 which is this year, uh, I think they got what they need. I think they're good enough to win at least a playoff game. Now, the word that we all say is, let's be honest, can they stay healthy? Uh, Check out Curtis today. Watch a video of Jaylen Wright, the running back. Listen, we're solid all the way around when it comes to running backs. To A Chain, to Jalen Wright, to Oli. I mean, we're solid. I'm not worried about the running back. The only thing I'm worried about is the offensive line. Can they protect Tua and can they open holes for these running backs? Because if they do, it'll be a field day. Now, I do believe 2025 Miami Dolphins will be a running team. I don't think it's going to be much as passing. I mean, they'll be passing, but I don't think it's that. That's not going to be the biggest one. The biggest one's going to be probably running the ball. Why? Because you run the ball, you eat the clock. Throwing the ball, you don't eat the clock unless you get the first down. Of course, we know that strategy, by the way. But you run the ball, your chances of winning the game is more opportunity because why? Because you're running the ball, you eating the time. So one guy that I'm worried about it's McDaniel's. Okay, remember he's giving up his play calling to the new offensive coordinator. Um, we have no problem with Weaver, defensive coordinator. I think he has no problem. Chubbs will be the one that's going to take a longer. I'm talking on the defensive side now. Coming back, I know Phillip will be ready. Chops had a great rookie season at a linebacker at the linebacker edge, middle linebacker, whatever you want to call it. I think we're going to be good up front. Yes, we got to sign Sealer. That's the number one priority. And yes, I believe we have to sign, John Smith. Do I agree with the tight ends that we have left? Well, I look at Connor, I look at Hill. Um, McDaniel, it's not a favoritism of tight ends. We saw that already. That's why Gatsiki left Miami. But listen, Smith put him wrong. Sorry. So, John could actually make a big difference again in Miami. Once you got your big receivers covered, that's your opportunity. Your backfield running backs and your tight end. Now, once again, players that need to rise to the occasion in 2025. We could talk here all day and announce these players. But at the offensive side, it'll be A Chain, Tyreek Hill, especially Waddle, and Tua. Healthy, plays 17 games. Let's say if he plays 15 games and he'll probably rest 2 games to give the other guys a chance, that'd be great. But it's a long journey, ahead of them. Is once again stay healthy. I think this ball club will be good enough to win 10 games, probably lose 7. Now that's not my prediction, but that's the way I look at it right now. Or the other way, 7-10, and there'll be changes in Miami, and we know the changes that are coming up. By the way, the Orioles are losing 11-1 after last night 22-8 win over Tampa Bay. That was a heck of a game. Sorry, I changed the subject for a while, but as you see, I do give live scores when they're up, and right now they're losing 11-1 in the bottom of the seventh inning. So, but anyhow, back to the Miami Dolphins. How comfortable are you? How worth trusty are you with your ball club? You feel comfortable with the 2025 Miami Dolphins? Yes, there's pieces that still need to be fulfilled in this team. In the offensive line, um, we know Tehran retired, so but I'm trying to stay positive. I understand this issue right now with Ramsey with the contract with Tyreek Hill want to talk and convince Ramsey to stay. I don't think Greer is going to allow that. It's too much money, guys, and then we need cap space. We got to sign these two players I just told you a few minutes ago. Sealer and John Smith. So listen, I'm gonna be straight honest with you guys, man. It's good about the culture that Miami is it's doing. Of course, they're taking criticism out there from different perspective from reporters and media. It's not about the culture; it's about winning and how can you win in its league. Uh, and I think the culture comes in because of the discipline issues that we had last year, with players not showing up, coming late to practice, or not coming in on the film day. To look at the films. A lot of players accountability, veteran players that play for the team, uh, and then you got all these players coming out in the media talking about the Miami Dolphins. And listen, and that's former players talking about the team, how soft we are, and all that. So listen, I'm not going to go into that because that is all just probably a bad rap for the team. It's just focus. That's it. Miami needs to focus. And that's the key word, I think, for the 2025 Miami Dolphin. Focus, stay away. I know they can't stay away from the media, but I say it that way because the media could say so many things, could implement so many things, and they could be wrong. Okay, they're not always right. And you might say something that a player said and he actually never said it. So those controversial things, we need to step back and listen, concentrate on the field, which I think that's what McDaniel's trying to do with this culture thing. Just do your thing on the field. Work hard, uh, give it all you got. Um, Once again, the biggest thing is injuries, guys. I love my Dolphins. I really do. I've been with them since 1972. I was born 1966. Uh, been to the stadium. Uh, then from Joe Robbie, the owner, Wayne Huizinga, and of course Dan Marino, Bob Greasy. I could keep going on. Morrill. I mean, it's just the history that this team has, and Don Shula, probably one of the best coaches in the NFL. Which his record, I don't think it's going to be broken. I don't think it'll never be broken. Uh, and the way Shula coached his team, and yes, I know what you're going to say, and people has said it, to me also. Those times to this times are different, and you're correct. I don't look at that much of numbers because statistics is just a stat. But if you win the game, that's what the fans want. I mean, how many times you seen teams with under 200 yards or 200 yards total game, total yard in the game and win the game, compared to other team that has 500 yards in the game and still lose. I mean, it happens. It happens. It's just that it's a key play at the key time, uh, being in the right moment, preparing your team. And this is one thing I would like McDaniel to do this year. Is when he makes decisions. Okay. Yeah, listen, he's a gambler when it comes to a fourth down. He'll go for it. It doesn't matter because he trusts in his offensive line. He trusts in his offense. And sometimes, if you didn't notice last year, the defense was like, man, we're giving you the ball there. and you guys are not executing. Because the defense, let's be honest, the defense could hold so much in the game. But if the offense is not scoring, and that's what I felt, that these two sides of the ball, defense and offense, and I'm not saying that we're competing with each other. It's the defense come and do their job, 3 and out on the the opposite team, and I need to come there and do something about it. And the Dolphins couldn't, and that is a frustration with the defense. And then to go out there, you see, you need your defense to rest in that sideline, especially when these hot weather comes in, cold weather. Okay, I know Miami can't play in cold weather. I don't want to hear that again. I'm just tired of hearing that. You got players in Miami that have played in the cold weather before, so. But anyhow, that's my opinion now, guys. So listen, we have to see what happens. Now the training camp starts 3 weeks from now, uh, and see what happens. What happens to Ramsey? Are we going to make trades? Are we going to keep players that we need to actually keep? We don't know that know that yet. Sorry, not year. My bad when I say that. We still have preseason, and then that's when I get deeper and try to make my prediction because I have to see the whole total lineup of this team or the roster of this team. Okay. Every team starts the season undefeated, 0-0. Okay. It's how deep you are with your team, your depth in your team. My concern with the Miami Dolphins is backup quarterback. Guys, I don't get me wrong. I don't think Wilson is the answer. Okay, I know we got rookies, and that's another thing. Tua goes down, we got a rookie coming in. After Wilson, we have a rookie. So it makes you think. Okay, can they go out there and get a veteran? Who knows? I just feel that Wilson is not prepared for this team. Now I could be wrong. Okay, because supposedly that is McDaniel expertise to help these young guys develop and change. Because he did too. I give him credit for that. But after that, that's it. It's not the same team. So, but anyhow, I want to thank everybody that have subscribed to the channel. Once again, guys, I have shorts out there, and man, also a bad news today. Pittsburgh Pirates. Sorry, but I apologize. Dave Parker passed away at 74. Rest in peace, brother. Great Hall of Famer, MVP. Send the video out there, guys. I look back at the old times, guys. I look at the past, and that was real baseball. The baseball we see now, steroids, and which has stopped completely. Thank God for that, for the new commissioner and all that. I'm not saying it's still going along. You still got players being suspended. But listen, man, same thing as the NFL. The year has changed. Player has changed. The physical of the player, the physicality, the exercise. I mean, the nutrition they drink. Back then, man, it was just hit and go. That's the way I said it, hit and go. Now it's weight room, and I'm not saying that they didn't have no weight room back there, but it's not the same thing. But listen, my condolences go out for their family. Uh, I never forget the Pittsburgh Steelers beating my Orioles in the World Series. But listen, man, that was a heck of a player. A true Hall of Famer, you could say a man of honor, man. And the guy was great. The guy was amazing. But anyhow, once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, here's your chance to subscribe. Season is almost here. I have updates. I'm trying to get with a lot of, sports podcaster if I can, but my work schedule is so difficult right now. Hopefully it'll slow down. I mean, one thing I was saying, guys, I haven't recorded for almost a whole week because I was in the middle of inventory. The rest that I recorded was pre-recorded, and so you guys could see it. But anyhow, I want to thank everybody once again for subscribing. Listen, stay positive. Remember, next week is July 4th. Be safe. Enjoy with your family. Also, I salute the veterans out there for their battle, the daily battle, guys. And we just got to stay positive and love one another, encourage one another. Listen, we're going to have disagreement, but that's okay. At the end of the day, man, I still love you regardless. But anyhow, Thank you so much for subscribing and listen, man. You guys have a blessed day. And one more time, don't forget to subscribe and God bless you.